This is holiday core item number 766, strip holder. Now this strip holder can be used with any common 12 millimeter strip. That can be RGB, it could be single color, it could be pixel, non-pixel, dumb, smart, it makes no difference. This strip is designed to fit into these channels as long as the strip plus the outside casing is less than 12.5 millimeters, which most commonly is. And what these strip holders are for is to allow you to professionally and easily mount strip in all the common places that it's used. Common places include soffits, fascias, roof lines, doors, windows, and also in freestanding applications. For example, if you need to make a shooting star, you may wish to use strip, which is easy and inexpensive, and you need a way to stabilize that strip. This allows you to stabilize and support that strip because it is a nice, rigid aluminum frame. Now, how you use the strip is simply mount the strip to your substrate. Now, how you can do that is it can be done in a variety of different ways. Now, we do include these two clips. These clips can be used to mount it. They are not intended for high weather or wind situations. And generally what we recommend is instead drilling small pilot 1/8-inch holes in the base. Remember here in this particular case, we will be having the strip sit above the base. So there actually will be a channel in here. We'll talk about that in a second. And you would simply drill some holes at the appropriate locations in your substrate. So if you have a fascia or a soffit or along your window or your aluminum framing, you could drill, put some screws, and mount this into there. Now, this strip can also be left up year-round. So if you wish to leave it up year-round, remove your strip in the off-season, pull it out, you can do that. We don't generally recommend leaving strip out because in most cases, much of the strip on the market is not really intended for year-round mounting. But one of the key pieces that this does allow you to do is not only make it look professional, and you will show you the final results after we're done mounting this, but it also allows you to easily access and repair and change strip out. So if one year you're using 30 LEDs a meter and then next year you want to go to 60 LEDs a meter, if you have a whole bunch of mounting substrates that you built, you don't have to do that. You can just pop out the strip, pop in new strip. Also, if you have a failure in your strip, no problem. Just pull the strip off and replace your section and pop it right back in. Now, additionally with this kit come two end caps. These end caps will slide in here and will allow you to mount those and provide an end cap. They generally are not necessary, but some users may find them useful. Okay, so imagine that we have now drilled pilot holes and mounted this strip holder into our substrate. Now each section is 1 meter, which of course is great because it fits exactly the 5-meter sections. Now if you do need to cut it, simply cutting it with a hacksaw is possible. You need a good sharp hacksaw and it'll cut no problem at all. Alright, now it has some other unique things. For example, often you will need to have a return wire. In this particular case, we have some 18 gauge 4-conductor wire. And we may need to be able to take this 4-conductor wire, run it down, and do power injection further down in the connection. And so that's a common issue. You may need to bring your power from the exact same direction that your pixel strip came from. So this allows you to push this particular cable down into the channel and then lay your strip right on top of it. So that's what we'll do here. We'll take the strip after we've laid in our extension wire, and that's just regular holiday core extension wire. And here, I'm just going to push it down in here. We now have our pixel strip laid into the base, and the wiring is underneath it. So now what I'm going to do is bring in our milky white acrylic cover, and this simply has an edge on it that will pop onto and latch onto the sides here and hold the entire structure together. So what I'm going to do is simply just get it started on here, and then it just pops right into place. And we just walk it down the entire length here. And you can hear it popping in place. And at this point, our entire unit is one piece. Now, we do have, at this end, you can see, we have our extension wire, 18 gauge, that is coming out the bottom. And that allows you to go on to the next unit. And then there we have a slight gap. And then we have the extension, we have the RGB strip itself. And as you can see, it helps extend the color between the lights. There's still a hot spot because it is closer to the LEDs themselves, but not so far away that it creates single points of light. So it creates a more smooth neon color to it. Now, these can be mounted end to end. You just go ahead and add on as many as you need. You need to make right angle corners again, so watch some of our videos on how to solder in corner turns. That is item number 766, RGB strip holder.